Hey guys, it's the Frisbee Authority here. It's Brandon with a review for you of the Proporta Soft Feel Silicone Case. I received this case from Proporta a long time ago, and I never did a review on it. I've used it for 2 different periods of time, both periods being about a week, and I think I have a pretty good idea of different aspects of the case, and I definitely have stuff to say about it. So I'm going to start out with the packaging. If you guys have gotten Proporta products before, you know the packaging is, in my opinion, a really good packaging. You have just a magnetic package. Just pull apart, opens up, take out your product, and that's it. You never ruin the packaging. You never try to rip it open. There's no sticky stuff. So opens easily, and you can reuse the package without ruining it. So it's very nice. You know, it always looks like it's never been opened. Put that aside. Also, you don't get anything else in it except for the case. It's kind of disappointing. They could include screen shields or something like that, but that's just how Proporta is. They still make very great cases. Now I'm going to talk about putting on the case. It is a two-piece case, two-piece silicone case. You have the inside white piece and the clear piece. Now, with silicone cases, depending on how stretchy they are, that's how much, it tells you how much dust that they're going to attract. And this case, I gotta say, is not very stretchy at all. Silicone, the inside piece is a little more stretchy than the outside, but it's still not that stretchy for a silicone case. And here's the outside, barely stretches at all. So, you know that this case is not going to attract a lot of dust, and in fact, it does not attract a lot of dust, which I really like. When to put it on, first put on the inner white piece, and you can start on either side. It is a silicone case, so it doesn't matter. And I would clean it out somewhat, make sure there's no dust in there before you put it on. And I've already done that. I've cleaned off my iPod. So, just pull it around. And once you get it around, it's very easy, it goes on very easily. Take the second piece, and you just put it on either side, and stretch that around the inside piece. And on the back here, so you have those 3 lines on each side, 3 stripes, and you have the power button cover and the side cover. And just make sure this case, you kind of smooth around those and make sure it lines up, and those 3 stripes on each side go through the outside piece. Smooth it around and make sure on this side it lines up around the outside with the edge of the white piece. And once you got that, you're good. Now I'm going to talk about the feel of the case. Like I said, it is a soft feel silicone case. That's what Proporta calls it. And it definitely feels very smooth, very soft on the outside, which I really like. It's kind of like the in-case slider. This has a soft feel on the outside. It's a little different since this is hard plastic and this is silicone. But silicone doesn't normally feel somewhat smooth, but not very smooth. This outside piece, the inside piece feels like normal silicone, but the outside piece feels very smooth. I really like it. It feels very nice. It feels really good in the hand also. It's not going to slip out since it is silicone. It is a little rubbery. And it feels substantial in your hand. You can get a very good grip on the sides, which is very nice. And, overall, great feel to the case. I definitely like it. Now the look of the case. In my opinion, it is aesthetically pleasing. It looks like a nice case. You have these 3 stripes, as I mentioned before, which I think are good design. And other than that, you don't have much else. It looks very clean. Just one big piece. You have covers everything except for the screen, except for 2 holes here in the bottom opened up. So I think that overall this looks very nice. You can also get it, I believe, with a black outer piece and a white inner piece. I like the clear piece, but if you prefer black, then you can get that. The only thing about the clear piece is if you get dust in between the 2 layers, you will see it. It will go through. You can just peel it apart, stick your finger in, and get out that dust. So it's not a big problem. But I like this case. It looks very nice. You have the little Proporta right here. And so it looks like a very nice case. Protection. This case definitely offers a lot of protection. it offers scratch protection because it covers every part of the device except for the bottom and the screen, which you can't cover. So I do have a screen shield on here. So very good scratch protection. I'm not worried about any part of it getting scratched. The one thing is dust can get in easily since it is a silicone case. You know, it kind of opens sometimes when you hold it or put it in your pocket. You know, silicone moves around really easily. So dust can get in the sides. But this case is really easy to take off and put back on. So you can easily take it off, clean it out, blow out the dust, and put it back on. Which you should do with any case. You know, every few weeks you should clean it out. It also definitely offers very good shock protection since it is a silicone case and it has 2 layers of rubber. The inside piece is thinner than a normal silicone case, I would say, but not much. So with the 2 layers, you would definitely have a very thick silicone case, but not too thick that it feels bad in the hand. Feel, you know, really good in the hand. But you have 2 layers of silicone, both offering very good shock protection, and together they offer even better shock protection. So if you drop this, you don't have to worry about any of the parts breaking or the screen cracking. I'm sure if you dropped it from high enough, any case would not be able to protect your device, but this is gonna offer very good scratch protection. I have not dropped it on a hard surface with this case. I never dropped it on a hard surface, although I've dropped it on like carpet a few times and I haven't noticed anything. So very good shock protection. Also, it covers the ports, which I always like that in a case. You know, I love the Rebel Touch. One reason because it covers every port. Also the power button and the volume button, and it comes with the removable port cover. This case does not cover the bottom, as I mentioned. You see it's open, but it does cover the power button and the volume button. That's very nice. The one thing about the power button is, if you can see, on the inside case, you have little protrusions for the power button and the volume button, and the outside piece has holes that go over those. Now, the power button is very flush with the outside rubber piece, so you don't really, when you put your finger over it, you don't really feel it sticking out. You know, you don't feel the protrusion. It's kind of annoying, but you should be used to where the button is, and you can still somewhat feel it based on the 2 different, you know, materials and the little line around it. You can still feel where it is, and it's very easy to press, and when you do press it, it feels very responsive. I noticed with the Rebel Touch that sometimes when you press the button, you don't really feel it pressing. With this, since it is a silicone case, I can feel the power button going in. It feels very nice. And the volume rocker does not really have the same problem. It is somewhat flush, but you look from the back, you can see it coming out, and it is raised on the both sides and goes in the middle, just like the volume button, which is very nice. So it's very easy to press, and that is also very responsive. You can feel the button going in when you press it. So, you know, I'll go in here. You see it works very well. So overall, you know, those buttons work very well, even though they're covered. Also, the home button is covered since it covers the top and the bottom, but it's not a problem since they put a little square there that pops out. So, and it goes in around the square, so you can easily feel what the button is when you go over it, and it presses it in. Also very responsive like the other buttons. And because of the fact that it covers the top and the bottom and the sides, you definitely, I mean, have a landing table design. There's no way somebody's going to hit the screen when you put it down like that. You don't have to worry about it scratching. So overall, this is a great case. I think it looks nice. It offers great scratch and shock protection, and it feels like a very nice case. It goes in and out of the pocket very easily. Works very well. Easy to take off and on. So great case. I definitely recommend it from Proporta. It's $20.95 currently. $20.95 on their website. Go to Proporta.com. I'll put a link up. So I definitely recommend buying this case if you want a good quality silicone case, very high quality silicone case, not just one of the cheap ones. So thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. I have, you know, plenty of reviews, and I have more case reviews and app reviews to come. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter name is The Frisbee Pro. So same thing, Frisbee Authority, but Pro at the end instead of Authority. I'll put a link up to that also. So subscribe, and see you guys in my next video.